Hello everyone, welcome back to another Watchin. Today we have a Barton Band Bonanza. Alright, maybe that sounded a little better in my head, but we're going with it. So, I've been looking at Barton Watch Bands for a little bit. They pop up on my Instagram and my Facebook and everywhere you can think these guys pop up, and it's probably because I'm constantly looking at watches and watch bands. The cool thing about Barton bands is, in my opinion, they're very reasonable priced, and I wanted to get some in and check them out. Now I've got a couple watches sitting up here we're going to take a look at and do some swaps and see how they look. I have kind of basic colors, but let me tell you, they have a whole slew of different colors and styles on their website. I believe I saw at the top that it was $2 shipping worldwide, which is pretty amazing. And if you order 3 or more, you get 10% off of your full order. So what kind of started it for me, wanting more bands, were these two Szanto watches. They were actually watchgang watches that somehow my dog the terrorist managed to get a hold of and demolish both of these straps. Now when I reached out to Szanto, because they didn't have them separate on their site, they wanted $56 plus shipping. So I decided to go another route. Obviously, I'm going to pause the video really quick, pull these two straps off, because we're going to start with this one, these two. But for fun, I actually also have that Melbourne Sorrento I want to swap some stuff on, because it has quick release spring bars on this bracelet. Even though I think it's an awesome bracelet, I just think it will be fun to play with it a little bit and try and go with something a little lighter. Alright, so just really quick, this was my Szanto Desert Sands. Now, I've got the band off of it. In case you didn't know, these are the spring bars. So I've got to put those back on, because I think this one is actually going to get this leather Nato here. And that's probably going to be the one that stays on this. These other bands we're going to take a look at are probably going on the other Szanto and the Melbourne there, just to swap around. So this leather Nato from Barton Bands runs $18.50. And they do have a few different styles on this one, or colors. So depending on what you're looking for, they might have the right one. Let's open it up really quick and take a look at it before we throw it on the watch here. All their packaging is really nice. Everything came shipped quickly. And, you know, I think, like I said, I think this is going to be a company I buy from more than once. So they've got their name on the back. This one actually has leather hoops instead of metal hardware. One thing I do think is cool is they actually offer their quick release spring bars, and I honestly probably should have got a set, because it would be nice to just have their quick release ones instead of having to fiddle with these, even if you're just doing a Nato. Alright, so with those spring bars installed back in on this one, like I said, it would be nice to have gotten a set of their quick release ones, especially if you like doing the swaps. If you haven't done one of these style Natos, you leave the spring bars in place and weave that through. I'm sorry. Alright, and get it into position there. Actually looks really good on that leather one. That's why I liked this leather Nato style. I thought this one would be a good one on this Szanto, and I think this is going to stay. These other bands we'll put on the other watches we have sitting here. I was actually wearing my Martinero New York right now. Throw that to the side and take a look at this actually cinched up. If I can do it from behind the camera. I will say the leather is nice and soft on my 7-inch wrist. Doesn't have a lot of overhang, which is nice. I actually really like that. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. So that one is their leather Nato style, and that one runs $18.50. I actually really like the look of that. I think it came out really nice. Alright, so now that I got the band off of this Szanto, we're going to start with one of their silicone straps. Now the silicone straps run $19.50. Something cool about these, if you notice, I'll take it all out. I'm not sure how this one's going to look on this particular Szanto. One of the other bands I have here I think will look a little better. But if you take a look here, something cool, if you've got bigger wrists and you're going on the silicone, they actually give you 2 different sizes. Now I'm sure with my 7-inch wrist I'm going to be using that one, but I think that's pretty neat. So if you've got a bigger wrist, these might be a way to go for you. I will say this, that is actually, you know, you get some of the silicone straps that are really stiff and just kind of awkward. These are actually really nice and soft, and I'm sure my camera's not picking it up that well. There we go. Have a little bit of texture on the outside, just kind of brush hardware there, but they do have their quick release spring bar, which should make an easy install. Let's give it a whirl here. So of course you just get one side lined up, get the other side in. The reason why I thought of this watch is because it does have that it does have black and red on it, so that little bit of red that shows through on the back of the band I think is kind of nice. Oops. Not gonna lie guys, sometimes from behind the camera this stuff is not that easy. But quick release spring bar does make it pretty nice. What do you think of that? Not a bad looking strap. Like I said, when you consider the original straps for these watches were $56, and I get to play around with a few different options for a considerable amount cheaper, it's not too bad. Man, that's really comfortable too. That strap's actually really comfortable. I do kind of like how the underside there shows the red. And there's the length on it for me. Like I said, I've got about a 7-inch wrist. There's still some holes left, but you would, you know, you'd be hard pressed to have much left hanging out there. Not too bad. Actually like that better than I really thought I was going to. Let's see what else we got. Actually, we'll just open this one up. So this one is going to be one of their canvas straps. Now their canvas straps run $20. And I actually really like the look of these. When I was looking on their website, they kept kind of calling out to me. Now I dig kind of the weathered look, and I'm sure this will weather even more once you're out in the sun. Let's throw that on. But this one is crimson for the color. Came in a nice packaging. This one ran, like I said, $20. Little stiff to get through the loops there. But that could, there again, could just be me from behind the camera. What do you guys think of that one? I actually dig that. I think that red's going to stay on there for a little bit. I do like that color combo. Alright, next we're going to look at my Melbourne Sorrento. The reason why I thought of this mainly, which I do like this bracelet. This is a nice bracelet, but I love the fact that it has a quick release bracelet, which I don't know how common that is. This is the only watch I've got with that quick release bracelet. So for me, it's not that common. But there again, as you can see, makes all the difference in the world in being able to swap. So I've got one of their silicone bands here. It's navy, and I think it matches the bezel pretty nice on this one. So let's go ahead and throw it on and take a look at it and see what we think. Oops. Alright, so this case design on this one does tend to hit that band a little bit, so it's not as free as it was on the other watches, but I think that's due to the case design on the watch itself, nothing to do with the band. Oops. But it's as easy as that. And I will, again, I'll say, man, that silicone is just so soft and nice. I actually really, really like that. So let's pull off this red canvas right now. I like that. I like the texture on this. I like how soft it is. The brush, a little bit of brushed on the hardware really matches the case design on this Sorrento. Let's take a look at the last one we got. The last one we got is actually another one of the canvas straps. So it's another $20 strap. Again, this silicone was $19.50. They also have nice, just regular style, non-NATO style leather straps that are about $24. And then they have the regular nylon style NATOs that, you know, have tons of color options and stripe options and everything on them. And those ones run at $11.85. They actually, I saw they even, not that I have one, I saw that they even have adapters if you wanted to use their bands on your Apple Watch. And again, I think I would get some quick release spring bars from them just to put on some of the watches that I planned on swapping out in the future. Now, I actually really, really like these canvas straps. Like I said, they kept calling out to me when I was looking at their site, and I have a feeling this one is going to look really, really nice on this Melbourne. But it's that simple. I mean, it's so nice having those quick release spring bars, because it makes it all the difference in the world as far as being able to quickly swap. And trust me, from behind the camera, it's a little, as I'm struggling just to put the watch on, it's a little bit more difficult to do everything when you're standing behind a camera versus none of this stuff in your way and you're just doing it on your own. Now, both of the canvas ones are really snug when you pull through. Nice fit though. And man, that actually really, really lightens that watch up. And I dig the color combo. I think that looks great on that Melbourne. Now, I don't know if it'll stay on there forever because I do like that bracelet. It is extremely nice, but I wanted to show you guys a few of the different straps from Barton. Pretty much I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straps for what 2 would have cost for these 2 watches. And I get to play around with a bunch of different stuff. So I'm going to link to Barton's site. If you want to see any of the other watches in the video, I'll link those as well. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. As always, guys, thanks for watching.